The year was 2002. Brazil's football gods lit up the World Cup. Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, and Cafu lifting the trophy in a golden glow of glory. But since then, 2 long decades have passed. 5 World Cups, 5 painful exits, and countless tears. Yet now, something feels different. The air smells of hope again. Why? Because on the sidelines now stands Carlo Ancelotti, a 4-time UEFA Champions League winner, the most decorated club manager in football history. Yes, the Italian maestro is now the head coach of Brazil. Direct hit appointing Ancelotti was not just a decision, it was a statement. A bold, visionary move by the Brazilian Football Federation. Because Ancelotti is not just a coach. He is a strategist, a calm general, and a silent revolution. And under him, Brazil is already beginning to transform. Chart increasing in just a few games, Brazil's defense, long criticized for its inconsistency, is showing signs of discipline and strength. The midfield looks sharper, and more importantly, the players are believing again. The energy is different. Legendary World Cup-winning captain Cafu said it best. With Carlo in charge, our defense has improved a lot. If we can maintain this structure, we can become the Brazil the world feared again. Soccer ball, and it's not just talk. Brazil's roadmap to the 2026 World Cup is already in motion. According to global reports, the national team has lined up 8 international friendlies, aimed at fine-tuning squad selection, tactics, and chemistry. The journey begins in September 2025 with 2 crucial home matches on the 9th and 14th. And the biggest headline? Back arrow Neymar's comeback. Yes, after 20 months away from the national team, due to injury, the magician could return in these matches. And it won't be just a game. It will be an emotional moment for millions of Brazilian fans. October brings 2 more friendlies against South Korea and Japan, where Ancelotti wants to test his squad's tactical adaptability, flexibility, and unity. Test tube then comes March 2026. 2 test matches against mid-tier European teams, selected specifically to simulate high-pressure scenarios without exposing the team to top-tier threats too early. These matches will show who can handle pressure, who is ready for the spotlight, and who deserves a place in the final World Cup squad. Glow showing Americas before the World Cup, Brazil will also travel to North America for 2 final friendlies, one against an African team, the other against a European side. These games will serve as the ultimate dress rehearsals for glory. But Ancelotti is not alone on this mission. Back arrow alongside him will be none other than Cafu. Not as a player this time, but as part of the coaching staff. And according to Cafu, working with Ancelotti will be an incredible experience. He knows how to build champions. I'm ready to help him do it again. And then there's the attack, one of the most promising in the world. Vinicius Jr., Rodrygo, Raphinha, explosive talent, raw energy, and unmatched pace. But Cafu believes the key to success this time is the defense. Brazil's golden path starts from the back. And still, the beating heart of this campaign might just be Neymar. The man who has won everything in club football, but still chases one thing, the World Cup. Cafu says it clearly. He's won everything except this. Now I must help him. Let's give him the support he needs to complete his legacy. Lightbulb if Neymar is fully fit. Many believe he could lead Brazil to Hexa, the 6th World Cup title. Scroll remember, Brazil is the only team to have qualified for every single World Cup in history. They hold records for most World Cups won 5, most matches won, most goals scored, most players to become World Cup legends. And yet, since 2002, they've fallen short every single time. But now, things feel different. With an experienced coach, a clear tactical vision, legendary support, and a fiery new generation, Brazil might be entering a new golden era. So the question is, do you believe? Will the trophy finally return to Rio de Janeiro in 2026? Sometimes, one match can change everything. The belief, the energy, the future. For Brazil, that match is coming. And it's not just any match. It's Brazil versus France, a clash of titans, a rivalry drenched in history. Mantelpiece clock, the last time these two teams met was in 2015 in an international friendly. That day, Neymar and Oscar led Brazil to a 3-1 victory. But that was almost a decade ago. Since then, the world has changed. New stars have emerged. Old wounds have not healed. Because no Brazilian fan forgets the heartbreak of 1998, when France crushed Brazil 3-0 in the World Cup final in Paris. That night still lingers in Brazilian memories, a moment of collective pain. And now, in 2025, Brazil gets a chance to face France again. A friendly? Maybe. But in Brazil's mind, this is a battle for pride. Cross swords for coach Carlo Ancelotti, this is a crucial test. Not just to analyze tactics, but to judge who thrives under pressure, who collapses, and who deserves a spot on the World Cup roster. Expected to feature in that match. High-voltage Neymar, the prodigal son. Fire Vinicius Jr., the pace demon. Direct hit Rodrygo, the finisher. Rocket Raphinha, the dynamic force. And, on the other side, France, led by the explosive Kylian Mbappe, the creative Ousmane Dembele, and a powerful midfield duo of Tchouaméni and Camavinga. It's more than a game. It's a mini World Cup, a simulation of high-stakes football, exactly what Brazil needs before 2026. Loudspeaker coach Ancelotti knows it. He wants his players to face fire before they touch gold. He said, "I can teach them tactics. But courage? That comes from within. In big matches, the heart speaks louder than the plan. And to prepare them for this, Ancelotti is putting Brazil through the fire. 4 big friendlies have been scheduled, and France is the toughest test among them. But the timing is perfect. Brazil is slowly finding its rhythm again. Players are adapting to Ancelotti's style. The camp feels united. And most importantly, the Brazilian soul is waking up. Counterclockwise arrows button, there's a unique chemistry in this team. Young blood with raw hunger. Veterans with experience and calm. And legends like Cafu, now part of the coaching staff, guiding from the shadows. This blend of past, present, and future is what gives Brazil a new identity. Magnifying glass tilted left, let's take a step back. What happened to Brazil after 2002? 2006. The golden team with Ronaldo and Ronaldinho fell in the quarterfinals. 2010. A defensive approach under Dunga failed again. 2014. The unthinkable. A 7-1 humiliation by Germany at home. 2018. Knocked out by Belgium in the quarters. 2022, lost to Croatia in a penalty shootout. Despite having talent in every generation, Brazil lacked a clear vision, unity, and mental resilience. That's exactly what Ancelotti brings now. Clipboard, the Brazilian Football Confederation, CBF, has laid out a structured plan. White heavy checkmark, squad building with balance. White heavy checkmark, clear tactical identity. White heavy checkmark, mental coaching and psychology. White heavy checkmark, injury prevention and recovery strategy. White heavy checkmark, creating a team-first culture. And the emotional center of it all? Blue circle Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. Yes, injured, criticized, doubted, but still Brazil's brightest hope. Speech balloon Cafu said it clearly. He's won everything, except the World Cup. We must help him finish his story. Fans believe it too. If Neymar returns fully fit, focused, and free, he could be the leader Brazil has been waiting for since Pelé, Romario, and Ronaldo. Dizzy because Neymar still has magic in his boots. He just needs one last stage to prove it. If history is a nation's pride, then Brazil's football legacy is a golden monument. Trophy, the only team to have played in every FIFA World Cup. First place medal, 5-time world champions. Soccer ball, all-time top scorers. Direct hit, most World Cup match wins. Glowing star, the factory of legends. From Pelé to Romario, Ronaldo to Ronaldinho. But since 2002, that glory has remained untouched. It became a memory, a beautiful one, but still a memory. And now, Brazil wants it back. But not just with flair, this time with focus. Direct hit, no more relying only on talent. No more spontaneous brilliance. The 2026 mission is planned, measured, and executed like never before. Welcome to Brazil's new football philosophy, where Joga Bonito meets data, discipline, and determination. Microscope behind the scenes, Brazil's preparation is now more scientific than ever. Advanced analytics tracking player performance, AI-powered tactical simulations, injury prevention systems, GPS and biometric monitoring and training, mental strength coaching and pressure handling modules. This is not just a team. It's a well-oiled machine preparing for a single mission, win the 6th star. And at the heart of that machine, a generation of fire-blooded warriors and calm generals. Glowing Star, let's talk about the rising stars. Vinicius Jr., fast, fearless, and mature. A nightmare for defenders. Rodrygo, sharp instincts and big match composure. Bruno Guimarães, Lucas Paqueta, Andre, midfield maestros controlling tempo and rhythm. Eder Militao, Marquinhos, stones in the wall of defense. Then comes the veteran spine. Neymar, the returning king. Casemiro, the midfield anchor. Alisson, the wall and goal.